We're going to take a look at how to crack the password on a wireless network that is only protected with wired equivalency privacy, and that would be WEP. The first thing I want to do is I want to start up my monitor interface, and I'm going to say start WLAN 0, and I want that to be on channel 6 because that's the channel that my network is actually going to be on. So you can see that we've actually got a couple of processes that may potentially cause problems, and I could certainly stop those. I don't think it's going to be an issue with what we are doing here, so I'm going to leave them alone. The one thing that I did do, though, earlier was I shut down Network Manager. And the Network Manager manages all of the interfaces. I did stop Network Manager so that the interfaces aren't controlled by Network Manager and I can do things like the AirMon that I just set up. So now I'm going to do an arrow dump -ng. I'm going to capture on channel 6 and I'm going to say my file name is, let's just give it WEP, and then my BSSID is going to be that. And then I'm going to say mon0. So now we're going to run my arrow dump, and that's going to capture a lot of packets for me. You can see that I've got one station up and I've captured 6 frames off that. Now, this is something that's actually going to take quite a while here. So that's something that I may need a little bit of help with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say air replay -ng, and I'm going to run a little attack here, my BSSID, and then my host. And it doesn't matter what we put in here. And that's just going to be a bogus host here. So I need 6 addresses. And then my ESSID is going to be infinite Wi-Fi. And then my interface is going to be WLAN 0. So we are sending out authentication requests so that we can just keep capturing. And you can see we've actually got some data back here. It looks like we're using open authentication. And so we should have enough data at this point that we could actually do some password cracking. And we'll get into some additional things that we need to do and how we can go about cracking the password coming up next.